YouTube? This is Robbie speaking. And if you guys have not seen Promised Neverland the entire season, make sure you do before you watch this because this is spoiler warning. This is a spoiler talk. And if you have not seen my first impression video of this, make sure you do. It's in the description down below so that we can check it out because I don't want to get repetitive about this. I already told what the story's about, who the characters are, and all that. And so what I'm going to talk about is just more plot details, like just more like highlights of this and everything. And without further ado, let's begin. The characters, though, like after Emma and Norman, they find out about this. Ray finds out about it too, but that's because he was a spy secretly. But they don't know that yet until like Norman's like, "Busted, Ray." Now you think when you're busted for being a spy, you're like, okay, you're done, man. You're a bad person. But no, Emma is pretty forgiving of Ray, and Norman was forgiving as well. But he used Ray as an advantage to get the upper hand on Isabella because of like how much they know and like how much they could use to their advantage. They come up with this plan to just escape for the first time. Some help from some of the other kids like Don and Glinda. They did have Sister Crone on their side though for a bit, but then Sister Crone got assassinated by the demons, and so they still think they can pull this plan off without her, so they do that. But then Isabella's like, you guys aren't going anywhere. I just stopped your plan and everything. Just you guys are staying here. And the reason why Isabella doesn't want them to escape is because she loves them so much that she doesn't want them to suffer out there. She just rather have them die like at the hands of demons and for them to be eaten. But she just wants to create so many memories as well. So this is when the stakes get even more higher. Like the stakes have gotten higher like every episode. But then at the end of this episode though, like Isabella reveals, oh, by the way, Norman, you're getting shipped tomorrow. And Norman's just like, oh my god, I'm going to die. At the same time, Norman realizes that it might work out that he's going to die, because even though he's going to die, that doesn't mean Emma, Ray, and all of them are going to lose. That doesn't mean they can't escape. They can escape. But Norman has to take them away. So at first, Norman tries to run away just to make Ray and Emma happy. But as soon as he does that, as soon as he gets on top of the wall, he sees an abyss, so that makes it impossible to escape. So it looks impossible to escape, but I'll get to that in a moment. But anyway, though, he studies the wall. He studies the wall just to gather some information, so that way he can use that to send to Emma and Ray, and so that way they come up with a better plan. But at the same time, Norman does not escape with them. Instead, he gets shipped. That's what we think, though. We think that he probably did die, but then we don't see him die. We don't see like a body or anything. Isabella just says like, oh, he's dead. So I don't read the manga or anything. Like, I don't know if this is in the manga or not, but could Norman still be alive or something like that? Or maybe he did die, but we're not supposed to know how he died. Maybe the demons are going to brainwash him into being some doctor or something. Like, maybe he'll be experimented on or something. Like, because Norman, he's a brilliant kid, though. Like, let's talk about Ray and Emma and how they're taking the loss of Norman. So it looks like Emma has given up, and so it seemed. But Ray, he said he had given up. Like, he said, like, I'm done. I'm just going to wait until I die. So, like, let's just wait. Like, let's just give up and wait. And just when it seemed like Emma had, given up hope as well, she goes up to Ray and was like, I'm not done yet, and neither are you. And Ray, he seems pretty determined as well, though. Like, turns out, like, Emma has gathered the plan from Norman. Just when Emma says that, though, Ray gets his determination back, though. Like, he feels motivated again, but this is in a more twisted way, because, like, he pours gasoline all over him. He lights a match and he's like, we're gonna light this place on fire and you're gonna escape with all the kids. So goodbye, Emma. I mean, he doesn't really say it like that, like the laugh, but I just like to have fun with it. But anyway, though, Emma like grabs the match just when he drops it. It like lands in her hand purposely, and like she's like, well, you don't have to set yourself on fire. Let's just go together. And so she sets the place on fire, making it look like to Isabella that Ray is in that fire and that he burned himself alive. But that was just all a trick. And then they cut off their ears, which shocked me like the most in that episode. Like, so anyway, though, so as soon as they're escaping, Ray's like, okay, we're forgetting somebody, like we're forgetting a few kids. And turns out the kids under 6 years old, they stayed behind because they're a lot for Emma and them. So plus they don't get eaten right away. They don't get eaten until like 6 years old or older. So Emma's like, we'll get to them later. We'll get to them like 2 years from now. So let's just escape without them and move forward. So in a way, it's still safe for them. It's still safe for Phil. I think his name is Phil. I get that kid credit though, because even though he's 4 years old, he's pretty smart though. Like he's a pretty smart kid. He knows what's going on. When we get to my favorite episode though, like the last episode was probably my favorite episode so far. The reason why, because it felt so well written. Like it's just felt so like it was going by the flow naturally. And what I mean by that is just I don't know how to say it though, but it just worked smoothly, I guess. I can't find the right words for it, guys. I'm sorry. But anyway though, so when they're on top of the wall, they have like these zip lines that go from like the wall to the other side of the abyss, so that way they can land there and escape. And so that's pretty much what they do. And that was pretty much I think that might have been Don's idea. I think that was Don's idea, and I give that guy credit too. As soon as they like cross the zip lines and everything, like Emma is the last one. She's like the last one. And that's just when Isabella comes in. Like she comes in, she's like, Emma, stay. And Emma looks at her for a moment though, and then she escapes. And that was it. Like that was it though for Isabella though. That was it. That was their goodbye right there. The kids escape, and Isabella watches as they escape, not knowing what to do other than just to watch. And that right there though, just you ever heard that saying though, show, don't tell? I got that vibe from this. I got that vibe from this very moment in that episode. Sorry guys, I know the room looks a bit brighter. I had to put a lamp on just to make this look just so you can see me better, I guess. But anyway though, so we get to this moment, like Isabella, her hair is long, she lets her hair go as it blows in the wind, and she starts thinking about like how she could have escaped, but she didn't. Like basically, she had this one friend who was playing the guitar. I don't remember his name, but he was playing this guitar, and she loved it and stuff. And when I saw her as a kid, though, it kind of reminded me a bit of Emma, though. Like it kind of reminded me a bit of like Emma, how adventurous and outgoing she is. So that's pretty much what Isabella was at the time, like when she was Emma's age. And so like just when she sees her friend get shipped, like I think she might have known that he was going to die. I think she might have known that. I don't know if she did or not, but either way, it was still a tragedy for her. And so like just when she's about to get shipped as well, instead of getting killed, you know I think her name is Grandma. I think they call her Grandma. Grandma's like, join us, become a mom. And Isabella, she was still the same, when she went there to be trained as a mom. But as soon as like she gets pregnant and stuff, as soon as she goes through all that training and everything, that's when she changes. So like that's when she starts being loyal to the demons and is determined to be a mom and make sure she raises these kids to be slaughtered. That's pretty much what this was like. So in a way, it's like in that flashback we got like a bit of character development from Isabella, and they just did that so well though. Like they just did that so well though. I mean, maybe it felt a bit quick, but it still felt like character development right there. Like I felt like Isabella was probably the most developed character in this series. And I know I'm saying this in a weird way though. Like I said before, she might have been a villain, she might have been the main antagonist, but she still loved these kids. Like she still loved these kids in a really twisted way. And like now that she's seen them, go away and everything, like even though she lost, she accepts it though. Like she accepts failure. Like she knows she lost. All she can do is wish them good luck. And maybe she'll see them again. I don't know. I don't know if that's in the manga or not. Like I said before, I gotta read the manga though. Like that's another thing though too. Like I gotta read the manga because I'm already attached to the series though. Like it really works though. I did not think I was gonna be attached to this series, guys, but I feel like I'm gonna read the manga, just like with My Hero Academia though I have not read the manga to that yet. So also that twist though with Ray and Isabella though, their mother and son biologically though, like though the sad thing about this for me was that I think I was spoiled on that though. Like I think I was spoiled on that they were mother and son. I think I was looking at some Wikipedia page and then I accidentally spoiled myself. Like, oh my god, that they're mother and son. No, I should have read this. Like, have you ever like read a Wikipedia page and you got spoiled on something? I mean, I was really looking forward to the series though, but I didn't think they would actually put that in like the summary of that character though. Like, I didn't think that. So yeah, guys, if you want to avoid spoilers, stay away from Wikipedia. Oh man, though, but it still worked out pretty well though. It made sense why Ray was the spy because of that though. Isabella chose him as a spy because that's her biological son, and Ray pretty much knew that too. Like he knew that. He was like, "Why did you give birth to me?" And another thing about that though, the weird thing about that was that he knew that song though. Like he knew that song that one kid was playing, and he knew that, and it was also the song that Isabella would hum to herself. So it's like that song was being passed down. to Rey. And I don't know if that means that kid, maybe that kid did survive and was actually a father, that maybe he made Isabella pregnant. That could be the case, but I don't know. I don't know if that's the case or not. Could be though. Maybe that's what happened with Norman too. Like maybe he became a father and and is supposed to get a woman pregnant. Could be the case. That world though. Like there's gotta be some world building in this though. We've seen this with the demons, with the moms in training. I just love this ending scene though with the music. Like this music is just so soothing and everything. Like, and I even looked it up on my phone though too. Like it's just, the song is just so amazing though. I just love it that much. And the kids escaping though, like when they see their first sunshine outside the farm, you're like, what's gonna happen next? Like what's gonna happen next now? Like, well, I'll have to read the manga and find out, and maybe you'll have to read the manga and find out too. I'll wait until season 2 in like 2020. That's when it was announced though, 2020, season 2. Like we pretty much knew this was gonna get a season 2 though, because of how popular this series is though. It's gonna get a season 2, and I cannot wait for it. But for now, like I said, I plan on reading the manga. And what did you guys think of this though? Like, what did you guys think of this show? Like, did you think it was good? Did you think it was okay? Like, did you think it was bad? I thought it was great though. I thought it was great though. Like, probably the best anime of this season. I've been enjoying other animes too. Like, I don't know if you guys consider Gen like an anime or not, but I enjoyed that. I've been watching Dororo, Shield Hero. I mean, those are some pretty good animes, but this one I feel like tops the cake. I feel like this one is the true highlight of the winter season of 2019. These orphanages out there, like there's going to be a lot of world building in this though, and I'm excited though on how this society works. Anime is just so original though. It's not an action shonen series. It's not a slice of life anime with romance. It's not an isekai. Like this is original, like original though. I don't know what kind of genre you would call this though. Maybe dark fantasy thriller. I know some people call it horror, but I don't really think it's that much of a horror though. I mean, it has scary elements, but it's not enough to make me scared enough. You know what I mean? I mean, there were only a couple times where I was scared, but at the same time, though, I felt more like maybe this is just maybe this is a new genre or something. Like maybe this is just a dark fantasy series, though. I mean, you have demons clearly, so I just call it dark fantasy thriller. That's what I would call it, though. I mean, Death Note was pretty dark and had thriller moments as well. So I mean, and it had a lot to do with mind games. So I guess it's the same genre as Death Note in a way. Also like the animation. The animation was great though. Like the animation was great. I mean, the beginning scene with the kids, how, when their heads were big and with small bodies, that was kind of weird, but it still worked out though. It didn't bother me. I don't think I mentioned that in my first impression video, but I'm mentioning it now. So, and like I said before, the music, like the opening, great. I'm gonna give this a 9 out of 10 though. It's not one of my favorite animes yet though, but if it keeps doing this though, maybe it'll be my top 10, maybe even top 5. I mean, I'll have to do that sometime though later in the future, like a list of my top 10 animes though. I mean, pretty much every anime YouTuber does it though, so why can't I? And yeah, that's all I have to say though. Make sure to subscribe to my channel, please, so that way you can get more videos like this every week. And that's all I have to say. I'm Rob A, and may the anime force be with you.